What's up everyone, Danny Lightning back with another War Robots video, and update 10.2 is just about to come out in War Robots. This is going to be a groundbreaking update with some crazy stuff that's going to change the game. Now, I actually asked Pixonic for some changes on the pilots that will just make life a little bit easier, and they actually did it. We'll get to some of that in a minute, but first, the Ultimate Phantom is going to be coming out. If you can get your hands on one of these, it is going to be awesome. Phantom is super good and super fun the way it is. Now there's an ultimate version which is going to be even better. This is going to be just 100% amazing if you can get one. We do know this little guy is going to have 3 medium slots, but the rest of the stats are soon to be announced, so if they're better than the regular Phantom stats, it's going to be a beast. Along with the Ultimate Phantom is going to be the Ultimate Scourge. They're going to have 600 meter range and no lock on, and yeah, that's probably going to be a really cool weapon to get. So Ultimate Phantom and Ultimate Scourge are on the way. Let's move on to the next thing. They're going to be upgrading the Ultimate Luck, so you can actually see what's in the prizes. Before, there was the little win thing when you landed on it. That was the only time you could see what was actually in there. Now you can click on the little information tab and see what's inside of there, which is really cool. The Unstable Conduit module has been changed, and this thing is crazy. This now gives you a crazy amount of healing, and it gives you shield breaker. And the worst thing is you can spam this about every 6 seconds. It's a very short ability, but it does a huge amount of healing during that short ability and gives you a nice amount of shield breaker. So it's just like spam, 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 spam. If you're not careful, this thing will destroy your power cells in a couple of days. So yeah. Be careful with a module that you can use every 5 or 6 seconds. It's only 35 power cells, which is awesome, but it's a great module. Very easy to use every couple seconds and deplete your entire power cell collection. So you do got to be really careful with that, but it's a really good module. I'm playing it on my tanks, and it's awesome. It's probably the best module in the game right now. Just don't overuse it. You'll be fine. We're going to get to the really crazy game-changing stuff here in just a second, but first let's talk about some of the fixes and improvements they've made to the game. If you purchase something on the War Robots web shop, don't forget to use author code DannyLightning, all lowercase and one word. That helps support my channel, and you might find some discounts over there as well. There's a link to the web shop in the video's description. Thank you. So they've fixed the Raptor. It's back to its old self. It's working correctly now. They've partially fixed the bug with the Dagon, so I guess the Dagon's probably playable again without the bug, which is really good. They say they have fixed, like when you're squatting with somebody and you invite them, the player just can't join. They've fixed that. They fixed an in-game news failing to load up issue. They fixed a Barrett not dealing damage at level 9. They fixed Shadow and Curry turrets from being deployed after the turret has despawned. And they've unlocked a 60 FPS for GPU Eclipse 490, whatever the heck that is. Plus, they fixed custom battles ending immediately after loading up. Never had any of those problems, but some people did apparently. They have added the shipyard to the starbase, which means you're going to be able to earn motherships. What I think you have to do is save up your thorium. You go into the shipyard and you spend your thorium to get motherships. But the thing is, your clan also needs the thorium to upgrade the motherships and keep the perks running. So you got to make sure you're still donating the thorium to the clan. Make sure your clan is getting enough thorium for what they need to do before you go in there and spend it on the motherships. I don't really know for sure, but my guess is you're probably not going to be able to get the top end motherships. It's probably just going to be the basic ones, and then the really high end ones are going to be in the Ultimate Luck. So you're probably only going to be able to build basic mothership, so make sure your clan is still getting the thorium it needs before you go spending on some junky motherships. But I don't know, maybe they'll put some really good motherships in there. Now this is where things are going to get crazy, but real quick, I actually asked Pixonic to put the robot's name on the pilots because we got like, what, 150, 200 pilots now? And I mean, there's over 100 robots, and trying to remember which pilot goes to which robot's almost impossible, so now each pilot has the robot's name on it, which is awesome. Thank you for doing that, Pixonic. I think I asked them for that like 3 or 4 times, and there it is. But bam, they did that. Thank you. Flying robots and jumping robots are just about to become obsolete because they're adding a brand new Titan to the game, which has a built-in sniper weapon with 1,100 meter range. And it's going to be getting a weapon that's basically like a Reaper, but even worse for Titans. This is going to obliterate everything from across the map at 1,100 meters. So if your robot flies or jumps, there's a pretty good chance it's just going to get taken out. And I also think that the Newton Titan is about to make a comeback. It's going to be able to lift things up for other sniper Titans to destroy. So in squad battles, I think the Newton is going to become a very viable robot again, just for the fact that it'll lift you up and 3 sniper Titans will just be like, bloop, dead, gone, like that. Nothing left, just destroyed. But this Titan has a built-in weapon with something called an fatigue effect, where every shot it hits you, it's basically going to do way more damage, and that's going to be 100% crazy. It's also going to have a jump back feature, so if somebody gets close to it, this robot's probably going to die very easily. So the good news is it's going to be a really squishy, very easy to kill Titan from what I understand, but it's also going to be able to jump backwards halfway across the map to get away from you if you get close to it. So it's going to be a really hard Titan to take out. And if you're trying to get close to it and it's got 1,100 meter range with weapons that'll pretty much wipe you out with 1 or 2 or 3 shots, it's going to be very, very hard. You're just going to have to play with really good tactics to sneak up on this thing and get near it before it blows you away. So this is going to change the game. This is going to change the game. And this Titan's also going to have a third ability where the further away it is from you, the more damage the built-in weapon does. So this Titan basically has 3 abilities, and it's going to wipe things off of the map. So the new weapons for this thing are called Vindicators, and they're going to have a slowdown effect, a 1,100 meter range, and it's still to be announced how much damage and everything else they do. We don't know. It hasn't been announced what they're going to be like on the live server as far as the stats, but we do know they're going to have a slowdown effect and 1,100 meter range, and they're probably just going to wipe you off of the map like you don't even exist. So I believe the new Titan's going to have 3 of these, plus the built-in weapons. So it's like having 4 crazy heavy alpha weapons, maybe even worse, because that built-in weapon might be stronger than one of these. I don't know. It's going to be a scary time on the battlefield with these Titans out. Now, there is going to be a Titan for this thing with a name called Ishawaka Saijao or something. I don't know how to pronounce these names. They're getting crazy. But it's basically going to give that Titan stealth every time it jumps backwards, and yeah, good luck killing this thing, guys. This Titan is going to dominate the game. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. There's also going to be a new robot coming out and new weapons. So I say this is also going to be Sniper because this thing is getting new weapons with 1,100 meter range. They're basically going to be really strong rockets that blow you up pretty quickly. But they're basically going to be explosive rockets that do a huge damage from a distance. Alright, so when it comes to the robot, it does have 2 abilities, Flashing Escape and Groundwork. Groundwork is pretty interesting. So basically, when it stands back there at 1,100 meters as it's firing its weapons, the longer you hold down the fire button, the more damage is going to be accumulated on the weapons. So basically, if you're getting shot by a barrage of these weapons, you know, the first couple that hit you are going to do so much damage, but as time goes on, as it's just firing, it's going to start doing more and more and more damage as long as it can hold down that fire button without being interrupted. So, yeah, that's going to be crazy. These are going to be like hurricanes on steroids, basically. These ones are probably going to be very scary. And this robot also has something called Flashing Escape, where it can put a little beacon down and it can go run around and then it can just teleport and get out of there. So it's basically going to be a sniper with a teleport. It's going to be a crazy escape artist. This thing is also going to be really hard to kill, I think. It's going to be fast, it's going to be squishy, but it's going to be able to teleport and beat the crap out of you from a really far distance. There's also going to be a drone called the Solar Drone, which is actually made for this robot. That's got 4 4 really interesting abilities. So if you're shooting at something that's over 700 meters away, the drone will give you bonus damage. So basically the drone's gonna give you a bonus when you shoot stuff from sniper range. So if you're over 700 meters, you will get extra bonus. Ability number 2, the drone's going to increase the damage output of the robot, and that's always effective. So whatever robot that drone's on, it's always going to give that robot more damage. Ability number 3, if the enemy target fired upon is further than 700 meters away, the piloted robot receives a time defense mitigation effect. So I guess that means it's going to mitigate damage. So if you've got defense points, it's probably going to go right through those if the robot is further away than 700 meters. Ability number 4, if the enemy target fired upon is further than 700 meters, the piloted robot receives a timed Aegis shield. So it's also going to give the robot a shield. This is probably going to be like the ultimate drone for snipers. If you're playing some sort of long-range sniper, the new drone called Solar is probably going to be 100% insane and 100% crazy. So basically they are bringing out a sniper meta. I can't guarantee that this robot will be meta, but if you like sniping, there is going to be a brand new pilot for the Raptor, increasing the Raptor speed by 30% and the repair from the built-in weapons by 15% after landing. So every time you land after a jump, you're going to get 30% more speed and 15% more repair for a short period of time. That is going to make the Raptor crazy. And the really weird thing is there does not appear to be any type of pilot coming out for the new robot. So that's interesting and weird. There's nothing mentioned about a pilot for the new robot that's coming out. So where's that at? Does it not get one? Does it not need one? Is it going to be that strong and that crazy that they're like, hey, we're not going to make a pilot for this thing or it's going to destroy the world? That might be the case right there. I don't know. So that's pretty much everything new on the update. So far, there's no mention of nerfs and buffs, so we don't see anything about balance changes coming up. I know there's been a lot of fake rumors about this being changed and that being changed, but those have just been fake, right? Those have been fake rumors. Those aren't real. But we don't know if they're going to go ahead and implement some of those balance changes here in the next couple of weeks, or maybe they're just going to leave things as they are. I'm not 100% sure. I know they said they're not going to rebalance things as often because everybody was complaining that the nerfs and buffs happen too often. So now they're trying to do them like more few and far between. So when they do a balance change, it's going to be a lot further apart and not every couple of months, which is good. So hopefully they stick to that because it's kind of nice. I mean, some things may need toned down a little bit. For example, I think Eiffel with those, 5 bendy weapons is still way too strong. But I feel like this new Titan is just going to shoot those Eiffels out of the air like they're nothing. So if your team's got the new Titans, the Eiffels probably won't even be a threat anymore. They're probably just going to be like, and that's it. I don't know what that noise was, but that's what's going to happen. They're just going to eat you up like you're some sort of giant crab sandwich or worthless turd taco. So prepare for that. Prepare for that. If you jump or fly, your robots are dead. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with the update. It's going to be interesting to see what motherships they put inside of the shipyard that we can build. I'm guessing it's going to be kind of basic lower end motherships, and then the good ones will probably be in the ultimate luck, where you have to spend your upgrade tokens to get the mothership. So I don't know. We'll see what goes on. It's definitely going to be interesting. This update is definitely going to change the game big time. I think it's going to be 100% insane and crazy. But yeah, I think that's it for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you like this video, that is. If you don't, maybe hit that thumbs down. Be like, this video sucked. Thumbs down. Or you can be like, that video was totally tubular, dude. And then you just kind of hit the like button. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know what that voice is, but anyways. Huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys so much. If you drop down my video's description, you'll see the links to my Discord server, my other YouTube channels. affiliate links to help support this channel, the Warbots web shop, and all kinds of good stuff. So check out those. I'll put some links and stuff in the video's description as well. And there's also going to be some game news down there in the description and the pinned comment. The pinned comment is what I meant to say. I'll put some links in the pinned comment. It's already in the description, but I'll try and add it to the pinned comment. All right, lightning out. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you a lot. See ya later. Maybe check out one of these videos that's just about to pop up on the screen.